Most people think respect is earned slowly, years of hard work. Titles, money, status, wrong. Some people walk into a room and instantly command respect. No introduction, no credentials, no effort. Meanwhile, you talk more, try harder, and then still get ignored. Why? Because respect isn't built the way you think. It's triggered, and high-status individuals know exactly how to trigger it. I'm about to show you the one behavior that flips how people see you instantly. Do it once, and people will start treating you differently. Not because you changed, because their brain did. Chapter 1, the silence advantage. Most people think respect comes from speaking more. Showing intelligence, proving value, wrong. The more you talk, the less people respect you. Sounds backwards, it's not. Look at powerful people. CEOs, interrogators, elite negotiators. They don't rush to speak. They pause. They let silence sit. Why? Because silence creates pressure. A Harvard study on negotiation behavior found that the person who tolerates silence longer is perceived as more dominant and more competent. Silence isn't empty. It's psychological weight. But here's what you do. You panic. Someone asks you a question. You answer immediately. Fill the space. Over-explain. Add extra words. You think you're helping your case. You're not. You're lowering your status. Because your brain is signaling something dangerous. I need approval. High-status people don't rush. They think. They respond when they decide to. Not when the room demands it. Think about it. When someone pauses before answering, you lean in. You assume they're thinking something important. That pause builds authority. It's not about what you say. It's about when you say it. But here's the problem, though. Silence alone isn't enough. You can stay quiet and still look weak. That's where the second layer comes in. Chapter 2, the response filter. Most people react. High-status people choose. Big difference. Someone challenges you. You defend immediately. Someone interrupts you. You try to regain control instantly. Someone disagrees. You explain yourself harder. Wrong. Every reaction you give away freely lowers your perceived value. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman explains this through cognitive bias. Fast reactions equals emotional thinking. Slow responses equals controlled thinking. And people trust controlled thinkers more. But here's what's really happening. When you react instantly, you're giving control of your behavior to the other person. They push, you respond. They control the rhythm. That's low status. High status people break that loop. They pause, filter, then respond intentionally. Sometimes they don't respond at all. That's the move. Because not everything deserves your energy. And when people realize they can't easily trigger you, they start respecting you. But here's the thing, though. You're addicted to reacting. Notifications, messages, conversations, you respond instantly to everything. Your brain is wired for it. Cheap dopamine, quick validation. Same pattern you see in distraction behavior. You're not in control. Your environment is. And people can feel that. They don't consciously think it, but they sense it. Unstable attention equals unstable authority. So if you want respect, you need control over your responses. But that's still not enough. There's one more layer. Chapter 3, the scarcity signal. Most people try to be available, always replying, always present, always saying yes. They think this builds connection. Wrong. It destroys respect. Scarcity creates value. This isn't motivation talk, it's cognitive science. A Columbia University study showed that when something is always accessible, the brain assigns it less importance. Same with people. If you're always available, you become background noise. Predictable, replaceable. But when your time is limited, your presence feels expensive. High-status individuals don't chase attention. They control access. They don't reply instantly. They don't overcommit. They don't explain their absence. And that creates a perception shift. People start thinking, this person must be busy. They must have priorities. They must be important, even if nothing else changed. This is perception engineering. And you've been doing the opposite your entire life. Trying to be liked, trying to be helpful, trying to be everywhere, which makes you forgettable. But here's the problem, though. If you suddenly become distant without control, you'll just look cold. Or arrogant. That's not respect either. So how do you combine all of this? Simple. One behavior. Do this once, and everything changes. Chapter 4. The delayed response reset. Next time someone asks you something, pause. Just 2 seconds, then respond clearly. Briefly, no extra words. That's it. Sounds stupid. It's not. That pause does 3 things instantly. First, it signals control. You're not reacting. You're choosing. Second, it creates tension. People pay more attention to what comes next. Third, it increases perceived intelligence. Studies show that people who pause before speaking are rated as more thoughtful and competent. Same words, different timing, different perception. Most people never use this because it feels uncomfortable. Silence feels like danger. Your brain wants to fill it. escape it, kill it. But that discomfort, that's where the shift happens. That's where respect starts. And once you stack this with response control and scarcity, you become very hard to ignore, very hard to dismiss, very hard to control. But here's the thing though, even if you master this, there's still one problem. You can control your behavior, but if your mind is still scattered, people will feel it. Your attention leaks, your presence weakens, your authority drops. That's why some people try these tactics and nothing changes, because the foundation is broken. You can't fake control. You either have it or you don't. And most people don't. They're distracted, addicted to stimulation, unable to focus for more than a few minutes, which means they can't hold presence. And without presence, respect disappears. That's why I made a video breaking down how to completely rewire your focus, eliminate distractions, and build unshakable mental control. Because without that, all of this is useless. Watch that next. It will change how people see you. And more importantly, how you see yourself.